Hello students, I am Asha Gaur, Assistant Professor English, Department of Basic Sciences, Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. The topic for today is prepositions. What is a preposition? Preposition is one of the parts of speech in English. It is a word or set of words that indicates location, in, near, beside, on top of, or some other relationship between a noun or pronoun and other parts of the sentence. About, after, besides, instead of, in accordance with. A preposition isn't a preposition unless it goes with a related noun or pronoun called the object of the preposition. Types of prepositions: simple prepositions, double prepositions, compound prepositions, participle prepositions, phrase prepositions. Simple prepositions. Simple prepositions are words like at, for, in, of, on, over, and under. These common prepositions can be used to describe a location, time, or place. Some examples of common prepositions used in sentences are: he sat on the chair, there is some milk in the fridge, she was hiding under the table, the cat jumped off the counter, he drove over the bridge. Double prepositions. Double prepositions are two simple prepositions used together, often indicating direction. Some examples are into, upon, onto, out of, from within. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. The baby climbed onto the table. It is up to us to find the answer. The loud noise came from within the stadium. She never leaves without her phone. The bird sat atop the oak tree. Compound prepositions. Compound prepositions or complex prepositions consists of two or more words, usually a simple preposition and another word to convey location. Some examples are in addition to, on behalf of, and in the middle of. She sat across from Mary. I attended the meeting on behalf of my company. We were in the middle of the storm. He has gym class in addition to his regular classes today. He picked up the penny from beneath the couch. Aside from singing, she also plays the piano at the bar. My car is parked in front of the mailbox. Participle prepositions. Participle prepositions have endings such as ed and ing. Examples are words such as considering, during, concerning, provided. He is interested in anything concerning horses. He works one job during the day and another at night. The dog kept following him home. All the neighbors were there, including the new one. The principal was asking questions regarding her behavior. Considering his age, he did a great job. Phrase prepositions. Phrase prepositions or prepositional phrases include a preposition, an object, and the object's modifier. Examples include phrases like on time, at home, before class, and on the floor. I'll get to the conference on time. The baseball game was cancelled after the heavy rain. John found his homework under the bed. The children loved the gifts from their grandparents. He succeeded with a little help. We met to discuss the project before class. Preposition uses. Preposition for time. Prepositions used for time of different natures are in, on, at, etc. Example, he was born in 1945. Preposition for place. Prepositions in, on, or at are usually used for different places. Example, students study in library. Preposition for directions. Prepositions like to, towards, through, into are used to describe the direction. Example, she went to the library. Preposition for instrument or manner. Different prepositions are used by different devices, instruments or machines. Example, by, with, on, etc. Prepositions of cause and effect. As a result of, because of, consequently, due to, for, from, hence, on account of, since, therefore, and through. Let's have a look at prepositions based on time, direction, place, cause and effect, instrument or manner. Preposition for time. Prepositions of time indicate the time and date or the period of time that something happens. Some of the prepositions used include around, at, by, during, from, in, on, since, throughout, and until. Prepositions of time used to indicate a particular time. Examples. Our grandparents usually have a cat nap at that same time around noon. I had a big argument with my grandma at lunchtime. The funeral should be over by 5 o'clock. The astrologer said I would be dead in 5 years. The boss is always sleepy on Monday mornings. In prepositions of time indicate the period of time that something happens. Examples. I had a couple of terrifying nightmares during the night. She swears never to talk to me again from tomorrow. He slept throughout the lecture. Used in with weeks, months, years and seasons. She retired in May. I'll be back in 3 weeks. Paul was born in 1990. The weather in spring is beautiful. For. Use for with a period of time, / length of time. I have been living here for 6 months. Prepositions of time used to indicate a particular time in relation to another. Examples. I start to wonder whether I'll be in heaven or hell after death. I usually need to go to the toilet before having my breakfast. Preposition of place. Prepositions of place indicate where something is or where something happens. Across, in, inside, on, outside, under. Examples. The newly built bridge across the river has just collapsed. His alarm clock went off twice and he is still snoring in bed. There was something like a snake or a rope inside the dark cage. There was a big fly on the bull's nose. I fell asleep while waiting outside the clinic for my turn. Prepositions of place also tell us the position of something in relation to another with such words as behind, beside, between, in front of, and near. Examples. Behind his farmhouse was a large, scary scarecrow. I sat beside a snoring woman in the cinema. There is an awkward gap between her 2 front teeth. Someone parked a tractor in front of our house. Please don't come near me. I have a bad cold. Prepositions of direction. Preposition of direction indicate that something is headed for or directed to somewhere. Prepositions of direction include prepositions such as into, on, onto, through, to, toward. Examples. We watched the bus disappear into the tunnel. A fly settled on my bread while I was eating it. My mom must have put the pumpkin onto someone else's trolley in the supermarket. The bullet had gone through his head, but he survived. The snake slithered toward the bullfrog. These prepositions show direction of movement from somewhere, and some of the prepositions used here are away from, off, and out. Examples: he warned them to keep away from his apple tree. Two tigers walking around are reported to have escaped from the circus. The strong wind blew the wig off his head. Everyone ran out the door when the fire started. Prepositions of instrument or manner. Prepositions of manner are about the way something happens or how something is done. They often use the word by. Some examples of prepositions of manner are by, in, like, on, and with. Examples: we couldn't afford to go there by taxi. These supplies were dropped by parachutes. He fell in his dash for the finishing line. Many say he laughs like a hyena. The tourists arrived on the island on a hovercraft. She reacted with anger to what he said. Prepositions of cause, effect, or reason. They are used to express the cause of something or the reason that something happens and the effect it has on something else. Some examples of these prepositions, which include compound prepositions, mostly commonly used are as a result of, because of, consequently, due to, for, from, hence, on account of, since, therefore, and through. Examples: as a result of, he cannot play football because of his swollen leg. The quarrel was due to the rudeness on both sides. They divorced for many reasons. Businesses don't succeed from luck alone. She doesn't eat much on account of her acute depression. Their sales increase through effective marketing. Thank you.